One man is in jail, but hundreds now, they are in fear, and nearly thousands' lives are hanging in uncertainty. In the US, ladies and gentlemen, a shocking case has emerged involving Chandrakant Patel, also known as Lala by the way, who had been preparing to become a US citizen but is now behind bars for at least 10 months over what authorities believed is one of the largest U visa fraud schemes uncovered so far. The case revolves around a very disturbing method, staging fake robberies to help individuals apply for U visas, which are meant for genuine victims of crime who assist the law enforcement. According to investigators, Chandrakant allegedly orchestrated these whole incidents over several years. In fact, he's charging about $5,000 per case and using the fabricated police reports as evidence to support the visa applications. Wait, can you imagine the scale here? The scale of the operation, that's massive. 950 individuals now under scrutiny, including those who have already received the U visa and others whose applications are still pending. In the meantime, the legal trouble, it does not stop with Chandrakant Patel alone. He is facing dozens of serious charges, including money laundering, mail fraud, visa fraud. Well, he was arrested in July 2025 and has remained in custody since then, as authorities consider him as a flight risk here. Well, his upcoming court hearing, where a chance of plea is expected to be discussed, is likely to be a turning point in this case. Well, if he admits the guilt, it could lead to a reduced sentence, but if convicted, he could face years of prison along with possible deportation. In the meantime, investigations have revealed that alleged scam operated by nearly a decade here, for about 2015 to 2025, mainly in central Louisiana. Authorities, they have also indicated that multiple individuals, including some local officials, they may have been involved here. Although many co-accused, they are currently out on bond, while Chandrakant, he remains in the jail. Testimonies from investigators suggest hundreds of benefactors, they may have already obtained the U visas through this particular scheme, and many could now face cancellation of their immigration status. Wait. The impact of this case, it is spreading rapidly across Indian communities, specifically among Gujaratis in the US. Many individuals who are connected to alleged schemes, they have reportedly received notices from immigration authorities, and their cases, they are now under review. Well, if found guilty of fraud, they could face visa cancellation, loss of green card, even deportation proceeding. Now, for some families who have been living in the US for years now, running businesses, raising their children, this has created a sudden and serious risk to their future. In fact, this case, it also highlights a broader issue within immigration system where loopholes can sometimes be exploited by network offering shortcuts to the legal status. Well, experts warn that while such schemes, they may promise quick result, they often carry long-term legal risks that can surface years later. Well, the current situation is also unfolding in a stricter immigration environment. We cannot ignore that. Shaped by policies associated with Donald Trump, where enforcement actions and deportation efforts, they have increased, making such cases even more serious. Ladies and gentlemen, there has been similar fraud cases in the past, including incidents where individuals stage crimes just to obtain immigration benefits, but rarely has a case affected so many people all at once. Authorities are now carefully reviewing each application linked to the network, and for the legal action, it cannot be ruled out. Well, for many in the community, this has become a moment of fear and reflection. What once seemed like an opportunity or a shortcut, it is now turning into a legal crisis. Well, the biggest question remains whether those who participated in such schemes knowingly, they will be held accountable, and how the system will deal with cases where individuals, they may claim they were misled. As the investigation continues and the court proceedings move forward, hundreds of families, they are waiting anxiously. Their future in the United States now depends on legal decisions that will unfold in the coming months, making this not just a case about one individual though, but a story about how one alleged scheme has put an entire community at risk.